प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः।
ओम प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। We are studying Srimad Bhagavad Gita with Shankar's commentary, and in the 11th chapter we read up to Shloka 33. The context is on Arjuna's request. Bhagavan is showing him his Vishwarupa by raising his consciousness. And in the beginning, it was very beautiful and pleasing and shining. But then it changed its form, and Bhagavan, Arjuna sees that all the warriors, Bhishma, Drona, Karna, Arjuna does not say Karna. In Arjuna's mind, it is Sutaputra. So Bhishma, Drona, Sutaputra, and Duryodhan and all his brothers, and the warriors from both sides are entering your mouth, which is terrible due to those gums flaming, and you are not only chewing them, but they appear to be stuck to your teeth here and there, and their heads are crushed in your mouths, and you are licking at them. That means you are joyfully doing that. And so Arjuna was bewildered and is asking him the question, will you please tell me who you are and what are you doing at present? To which Krishna started replying from Shloka 32. We read from there again. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Kalosmi Loka Kshayakrit Pravruddho Lokan Samahartumiha Pravruttah Rite Pitva Nabhavishyanti Sarve Ye Vasita Pratyanikeshu Yoda. I am the all-destroyer Kala, the time eternal, time the destroyer, and my advent is for finishing of all the people. And at present, I have started killing all the people here in this war, in this field. And so, even without you, all the warriors who are present in both the armies will not remain. Tasmat tamuttishta yasholabhasva jitva shatrun bhungsha rajyam samruddham mayaivaite niyata purvameva nimittamatram bhavasavyasakin. Therefore you get up and win good name and fame. And winning over the enemies, you enjoy this enriched kingdom. Beforehand itself I have killed all of them. O Savyasachin, O great warrior who can shoot your arrows by left hand even, you just become the apparent cause, nimitta matram. And we thought this nimitta matram is the highest position of a dasa. Dasa may have some will of his own, but he does everything for the sake of his Lord. Higher position is a yantra which does not have a will of its own. The Lord only moves it, the owner only moves it. And still higher is this nimitta matra, because actually Lord himself is doing. He is only the apparent cause. People will see him, but he has been asked to cultivate that consciousness that I am not the doer at all. I am not the killer at all. It is the Lord who is doing everything. Only apparently through me. Now we read the 34. Dronam cha, Bhishmam cha, Jayadratham cha, Karnam, Tatha Anyanapi Yodaviran, Maya Hatam, Tvam Jai Ma Vyatishta, Yuddhasva, Jetasi Rane Sapatnan. Arjuna has talked about 3 people, and Bhagavan here has added one more. Drona. Dronacharya is their archery teacher. Not only archery, but all the things associated with warfare. And he must have many things in his command which he might not have told even. So there is surely danger from him. Bhishma. Bhishma is known to be the greatest warrior of that time. He even fought with his own guru, Parshuram. And Parshuram could not defeat him. And he is the great-grandsire. These are children before him. So there is really great danger from him. He can annihilate single-handedly all Pandavasena. Jayadratha. Who was Jayadratha? Duryodhana's brother-in-law. And he had some boon from Mahadev or Brahma or whomever, that one day, apart from Arjuna and Krishna, he can fight with all the 4 brothers. That was used for killing Abhimanyu in the Chakravyuha. But more dangerous was his father was engaged in tapasya. And the boon he had sought for that tapasya was that whoever causes the head of my son Jayadratha to fall on earth, his head will break immediately. So the greatest danger was from him. And Karna. Mind you, Krishna does not call him Sutaputra, because only 2 people or 3 people knew that Karna is not Sutaputra. Karna was Kunti's son. He was the elder brother of all these Pandavas. But he was born before Kunti was married. Kunti, there is a story that Durvasa Rishi, Kunti served wholeheartedly, and he became so pleased that he gave her some mantras of gods. And you can call any of them by this mantra. She was a small girl, she did not understand what is the meaning of calling. Calling for, in our language, sexual intercourse. calling for getting a son from them. And as a girl, before marriage, out of curiosity, she tried one of the mantras relating to sun god. And sun god came. She was terrified, but sun god said nothing. You have called me. I am bound now to produce a son from you. And a son was born. Now she was ashamed of the society at that time. So as soon as this boy was born, she put him in the river or ocean, some in water body. And there he was picked up by this charioteer. Radha was the name of his mother. So the charioteer brought him to house and told his wife, who has no child, let us rear this, God has given us. So in that way, he became known as Sutaputra. Now 3 people knew this. Kunti knew this well. Kunti knew also that he is being adopted by the charioteer. She could identify him throughout. Sun God knew it very well. And Bhagwan Shri Krishna knew it. That is because of his all-knowing nature. So Krishna cannot call him Sutaputra. So he calls him by his name, Karna. So everything is so suggestive and meaningful in the scriptures. So Arjuna has no other knowledge, he calls him Sutaputra. And Krishna has full knowledge, he cannot call him Sutaputra. So he calls him Karna. Dronam cha Bhishmam cha Jayadra. And this Karna in warfare was equal to Arjuna. Equal. Nobody could say whether Karna is superior or Arjuna is superior. But there was one more thing. This Arjuna's godfather was Indra. So before the war, Karna was born with an inbuilt armor on his body and in his ears something which protects his face. In that way he was born. So Indra thought in the war how Arjuna can kill him. And Karna was known to be a philanthropist. At the particular time of the day, he would give dhanam and whatever anybody wanted he gave. So Indra went there as a beggar. And Karna asked him, what do you want? I want the armor from your body. And that earlobes. So Karna gave him. Tore out and gave. Then Indra thought, I should not do so much injustice. So he revealed himself and said, I give you my special power. And it is absolutely infallible. On whoever you will send it, it will kill him. But it can be used only once, then it will come back to me. And that he had given. And so long as that power was with Karna, Krishna saw that Arjuna and Karna never face each other. Because if he uses that power, there is no, it is given by Indra himself. So during war, one day during Dronacharya's time, after Bhishma, Drona was the captain. So in his time, the rules were very strict in those days. As soon as there would be a sunset, they will blow conches and the war will stop for that day. But in Drona's time, Drona asked the war to continue during night also. That day, Bhima had a son from a demoness, Hidimba. And the son's name was Ghatotkach. And he had all the magical powers belonging to the Asura. And he was body also different. So Krishna ordered him, because in night they are more powerful. Nishacharas they are called. So in the night, alone Ghatotkach started smashing all the Kauravas. And Duryodhana had to request Karna, use your power. He said, that is I have kept for Arjuna. And when will you meet Arjuna? Today itself, all of us will die. So Karna had to use it. After that only Krishna with Arjuna chariot faced Karna. So it was a terrible danger from Karna. So these four names the Lord takes. In the previous mantra, Shloka has said, in the 23rd, 32nd, that both the warriors from both the armies will not remain. I will kill them. I have killed them. So Arjuna, you fight. Even then, all will solve. But he specifically tells his name, from whom Arjuna might have some fear also. So he takes these four names, Dhruvam cha, Bhishmam cha, Jayadrathan cha, Karnam, Tatha Anyanapi Yodhavira.
Bhishma, Karna, Jayadratha বোঝা গেল, কিন্তু দ্রোণ কি জন্য মানে ভয়ের কারণ ছিল?
Are Drona is Acharya.
আচ্ছা,
How can we think that he has taught everything to Arjuna or to anybody? So he might have so many things in his hand which Arjuna does not know even. So there was that great danger. But Anyanapi, others also, the heroes, I have killed. You kill. Then he says, you kill. I have killed, now you kill. That is the Nimitta Matra. He has already killed by his willpower. Now you kill actually as an instrument, as Nimitta. Mahavyatishta, don't have any anxiety on that behalf. Fight, Yuddhasva, Rane, Sapatnan, Jeta, Asi. Sapatnan we discussed yesterday, competitors. So Rane, Sapatnan, Jeta, Asi. Jeta, Asi, you are victorious already. You are victorious over the enemies. Fight. So this fight will only be a symbolic. Everything has happened already. You see, things in our life happens on the subtler field first. Then it takes time for them to materialize on the physical plane. That is, all events in our life are like that. They happen by God's will. And for God's will to manifest on the earth takes time, from subtle to gross. Acharya says, Dronam cha yeshu yeshu yodeshu arjunasya ashanka, those heroes from whom Arjuna had doubt, tan tan vyapadishati Bhagwan. Bhagwan is taking those names. Maya hataniti, that I have killed them. Tatra, in that context, Drona Bhishmayo tavat prasiddham ashanka karanam. Drona and Bhishma, the cause for doubt is very clear. He tells that cause, but he first said about both of them, the cause is very clear. Drona Dhanurveda Acharya, Drona was the teacher of Dhanurveda, Divyastra Sampanna, and he had many divine weapons in his command. Atmanacha Visheshato Guru. And especially as for Arjuna, he is the Guru. Garishto, so he is superior. Bhishma Swachanda Mrityu, you have to tell that story again. Bhishma had got a boon that he will die only when he wills, not otherwise. Now, how he got that? Go back, story. Go back to some Puranic story. Huh? His father was Shantanu. Correct name? And the goddess, the river Ganges, in her human form, he saw. Of course, behind that there is a story. Among the gods, there are 8 Vasus. We have seen that. Due to some mistake, they were cursed that you will have to take human birth. So they prayed to Ganga that you please become our mother, human mother, and we will take birth from you. She agreed. Because they were otherwise gods. Then she was roaming as a beautiful girl, and Shantanu fell for her. So he asked her to marry. She said, I am ready on one condition. What I do to my sons, you should not question at all. The moment you question, object me, I will go away. No, the king was so much infatuated, he said, all right. Now, one by one, the Vasus were born. And the moment any child was born, she would take him and dip in the river Ganges, make him dead. So that curse is gone, they go back to their Vasu state. She killed 7 like that. And the 8th was Bhishma. His name was not Bhishma. His name was Deva Vrata. Now the king was terribly vexed. That shall I not get any Uttaradhikari, heir apparent for my kingdom? So when the 8th was born, he objected. No, I will not allow you to kill him. So she left him with the king, and as per her promise, she went away. Now, he was a divine child, and again, there was a fisherman's girl, daughter, Matsyagandha. Satyavati's name, Matsyagandha means from her body should smell like a fish, Matsyagandha. And they don't have any such rules. Parashar Rishi had become infatuated from her. And Veda Vyas was born from her. He was her first son. But then she had gone back to her father's house. And this king became infatuated with her after Ganga had gone away. So her father put some conditions, and she also. They knew that Bhishma is his son, and he is a great person. So the sons of my daughter will not get anything there. Now the king loved Bhishma very much, so he did not agree to this condition. But due to that infatuation, he became depressed. And the son saw that. And the son asked him, what is the cause of your depression? Then he had to tell, this is the story. He understood that story. And then he went to the father of that girl and said, I will not claim the kingdom. Your sons will become the kings. I promise. She was not satisfied. You will not claim, but your sons, why they will live? So another pratitya, I will not marry. Then third thing she asked, I know my sons will not be as powerful as you. So even if you give them on the kingdom, will you protect them? Third pratitya, I will always support whoever is the king here. That is why all the injustice he had to bear, because of his vow. Because of his terrible vows, his name was Bhishma. Bhishma Pratitya. At the time of the war, he had taken one more, and that was fulfilled. Now, because of all this doing, his father was extremely pleased. And also that I am doing injustice to him. But what to do due to that infatuation? So he gave him a boon that you will die only when you wish, Ichcha Mrityu. That boon story is like this. He got it from his own father. Now when he heard that Bhagavan, he knew Krishna to be Bhagavan. Well, he was a very high person. He knew that Krishna has taken a vow that I shall not hold a weapon in this war. Duryodhana and Arjuna both had gone to seek his help. He said, I have one Akshoyini Sena and myself. You take one, but I will not hold a weapon in the war. So Arjuna had chosen him. And Duryodhana was happy with that in Sena. Now this Bhishma came to know. I take a vow that I will make the Lord take a weapon in his hand. Otherwise, it's not out of ego. Otherwise, I cannot be called a devotee. That was his vow. I am the Lord's devotee. So as a devotee, I am taking this vow that I will see that the Lord does hold weapon in his hand. And twice it happened, twice. Because with Gita and everything, Arjuna could not fight with Bhishma. Never, never. My grandsire who have played in his lap, how can I kill him? Theoretically, Lord had taught him. There also he had asked, how can I kill? But with that, because Bhishma is siding with Duryodhana, so you have to kill him. That is the thing. But as soon as Bhishma would be there, Arjuna's hands would become soft. He could not. It happened on the third day of the war. Bhagavan saw that Arjuna's hands have become mild and Bhishma, without caring anything, is smashing on. So Lord invoked his Sudarshan Chakra, got down from the chariot and was going towards Bhishma's chariot. Bhishma was extremely happy. Come, Lord, if my vow is being fulfilled. But he said, it is your own vow. Beautiful conversation. You have an old vow that if my devotee takes a vow, I will protect that vow. That you are fulfilling. Like this. Otherwise, that vow will become false. So you have accepted to take a weapon. That is Bhishma's idea. And if you kill me, Bhishma gave up his arrow and all that. You come, kill me. If you kill me, my head falls at your feet, I will get everything that I want. Arjuna saw that. Arjuna know Krishna's vow. He came running and held Krishna tightly. Oh Lord, don't do. I will fight. Krishna did not agree. He dragged Arjuna also and went forward. Then Arjuna held his feet tightly. At 10th step he stopped. That struggle between those two. Arjuna said, I will fight, I will kill all of them. Then Krishna came back. 9th day, again same thing. Arjuna's hand soft, Bhishma is killing everybody. That day, Bhagavan did not invoke his Sudarshan Chakra. He said, my two arms are my, and he had that whip for the horses. But with that whip he ran. And that day Bhishma was ready to fight. He was taking bow and arrow. Same thing. Arjuna ran, held him by his waist. He dragged him. Arjuna held him by his feet. Then he had to stop. Identical description about that portion. I will kill him. Arjuna promised. So Krishna came back. So Bhishma, that vow was fulfilled. But he ascribed that to Lord's vow, that I will not say, I will protect my devotees' vows. Anyway. Okay. Yesterday, after the class, you had brought a question about Yudhishthir. I gave answers. I'm not repeating them. But if you read Shri Ramakrishna Vachanamrita, the Gospel, any talk about Yudhishthir will make Thakur awe. He would not allow any word of criticism. Why? In Krishna Avatara, Krishna had great respect for Yudhishthir. And Yudhishthir was senior also by 1 or 2 years. That is the reason why he did not teach Gita to Yudhishthir. He taught to Arjuna. When Yudhishthir became depressed, you know that. After the war, Yudhishthir saw that I killed everybody for my sake, and all this Akshuvini widows he saw. What will they do? So he did not want to rule. I don't. So at that point, Krishna did not advise him. He took him to Bhishmacharya. Come, let us go to Bhishmacharya after the war. And he asked Bhishmacharya, will you please teach him? Bhishma said, Lord, you will not teach him. He said, no. He is elder to me, I won't teach him. You please teach. Of course, Krishna had some other motive, that Bhishma had so much knowledge of everything of this world. So that should come out. That is, in the end of Mahabharata, you get that Anushasan Parva. And the last question there was, Yudhishthira asked, all right, I will rule the world and everything, ready, but how shall I get perfection? 5, 6 questions are there, all meaning the same thing. And then that Vishnu Sahasranam was told by Vishmacharya. So that is the story. Okay. So Bhishma is Ichha Mrityu. For that I told all these stories. Because that is what Acharya mentions. Bhishma Swachanda Mrityu. Swachanda Mrityu. Swachanda means when he wills. Mrityu. Divyastra Sampannacha. And he also had divine weapons. Parashuramena Dvanda Yuddham Agamat Nacha Parajita. Dvanda Yuddha means duel war, 1-to-1 war. So he fought 1-to-1 war with Parshuram and was, Acharya says, and was not defeated by him. That means the war might end equally. It was not defeated. And he has not further explained. Parshuram is out of tapasya and what, 33 times he had made Prithvi Nikshatriya, all that is there. So such Parshuram, Bhishma had fought and was not defeated by him. So these are the reasons. Tatha Jayadratho, Yasya Pita Tapacharati, Mama Putrasya Shiro Bhumo Patayishyati Ya, Tasya Apishira Pateshyati Iti. That was his tapasya. Finally, how it was achieved? No, so many things will come. But finally, this is Jayadratha, killing. But hit such a way that his head should fall in the lap of his father, who is sitting with closed eyes. Now, Sanjay in the end will say, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partha Dhanurdhara. Arjuna could obey. Could anybody else have done? There in the war field, here is Jayadratha. And in some ashrama, hermit, that father is doing tapasya. And the head should fall in his lap. Arjuna managed that. And he was with the closed eyes. So as soon as the head fell, he shook his body and the head fell on the ground from his lap. So his head was shattered, not Arjuna's. So many tricks Krishna had to play for the sake of Pandava. Anyway. But no Adharma Yuddha, he has been charged for Adharma Yuddha and he has replied to every charge. And a charge, we have read in the beginning only, in the first chapter. There is a word Atatai. In today's word, terrorist. And 6 things, if any of those 6 things they do it, they are called Atatai. And Kauravas had done all of them. Now what Jayadratha had done? He stole Draupadi. He ran away with Draupadi. And Arjuna and Bhim could have killed him that time. But Yudhishthira said, no, 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 he's our brother-in-law. What will happen to that sister of ours? So don't kill him. So they defeated him and left him. And that revenge also he was taking. So many stories. Okay. So that is Jayadratha. He did not care that his Arjuna and all that is brother-in-law and their wife. He did not take care. But they had to take care. Yudhishthira is their superior. He won't allow anything wrong to be done. So, Jayadratha, this. Karnapi Vasavadattaya Shaktya. Vasava means Indra. Dattaya means given by Indra, Shakti, to Amogaya, that was infallible, Sampanna. Suryaputra, addition to that, he was the son of sun. Kanino. Kanino means born to a girl, unmarried girl, Kanya.
Kumari.
Suryaputra Kanino. Yata, because of that, Ata Namna Eva Nirdesh. So these four names your Lord has taken. Maya Hatan, Tvam Jahi, Nimitta Matrena. So I have killed, you kill means like a Nimitta. Ma Vathishta, Tebhyo Bhayamma Karchi. So don't be afraid of them. Yuddhasva Jetasi Duryodhana Pravrutin Rane Yuddhe Sapatnan Chatur. Sapatnan means enemies. Jetasi Duryodhana Pravrutin. You are victorious over Duryodhana. You have killed all your enemies. Anyway, so for one shloka we spent all this time for stories. Now, effect on Arjuna being described by Sanjaya. Again. Sanjay Uvacha, Etat Shrutva Vachanam Keshavasya Krutanjalir Vepamana Kiriti Namaskritva Bhuya Eva Krishnam Sagadgadam Bhita Bhita Pranamyam. Hearing this, Keshava is speaking, Keshava talks, Arjuna folded his hands, horripilation on his body, that man with the special crown, he again saluted him and with a choked voice, Sagadgadam, Vita Vita, with fear, Pranamya, again bowing down, Arjuna Uvacha. That is what Sanjay describes. Eta Shrutva, Sanjay Uvacha, Eta Shrutva Vachanam Keshavasya Purvoktam, that which you have described now. Krutanjali, son, folding his hands, Vepamana, Kampamana, Kiriti, Namaskritva, Bhuya, Puna Eva Aha Uktavan Krishnam Sagadgadam. Again he talked, Arjuna. Sagadgadam. Now, Sagadgadam Acharya explains what is Sagadgadam. Bhayavishtasya, Dukkhabhigatat, Snehavishtasya cha, Harshadbhavat. Due to four reasons, any of these four. Afraid, miserable, loving, and joyful. Due to any of these four reasons, Ashrupurna Netratva Sati, these four reasons will bring tears to the eyes. Shleshmana Kantha Varoda, so the mucus will choke his throat. Tatacha Vacha Apatavam, so the power of speech will become weak. Manda Shabdatvam Yat slowly the words will come out. So Gadgada, that is called Gadgada Vani. So Gadgada Vani, Shankara is described like this. Tena sa vartate iti sagadgadam. So Arjuna became with that. So it's called Sagadgadam Vachanam iti. Vachana Kriya Visheshanam etat. So Sagadgadam is the adverb for spoke. Sagadgadam aha. Vita, Puna Vayavishta again and again, he was being attacked by fear because of Krishna's form. Son, Pranamya Pravibhuta, bowing down deeply, Aha iti vayitena sambandha. Aha has gone far away, so connect Aha there. Atra avasare, Acharya is telling. On this occasion, Sanjay Vachanam Sabhiprayam. Sanjay's talk is meaningful. Katham, how? Dronadishu Arjunena Niteshu Ajayeshu Chaturshu Nirashrayo Duryodhana Niyata eva iti matva. If Arjuna has killed these four, then Duryodhana has become helpless and is as good as dead. If Dhritarashtra thinks about this, Dhritarashtra Jayam Prati Nirashasan, the war was being fought on behalf of Dhritarashtra. So Dhritarashtra will become without hope about victory. Sandhim Karishyati, he will come and will say, let us have peace, let us make a treaty. Tata Shantim Uvayasham Bhavishyati. Then both sides of the war, they are not yet fought, no? War has not begun. So both sides will have peace. Iti. Tadapi na ashravishi. But Dhritarashtra did not listen to that even. Dhritarashtra bhavitavya vashat. Bhavitavya. Bhavitavya means that has to happen, it has happened. People say, oh, Mahabharata is only Kapuya. No, but I described that day. Or Mahabharata is Duryodhana. I told that I have been enemy, he has never been enemy, and at his hand I am making release. Better to die, or I will not live till I see him killed. So Duryodhana's Swabha has caused the war. And Arjuna and Pandavas know that. That is what says Dushta Buddha, who has come to help him and let me see. That is what Arjuna told in the first chapter itself. Anyway. So now Arjuna talks. Now, that one shloka, Anuminomi, that you are this, you are that, Arjuna had told. And these shlokas, that makes a beautiful hymn. Understood? From Advaita Ashrama, actually Swami Pitambarananda had collected. There was a book. Now the name has been changed. Altar Flowers. Now perhaps songs and hymns or some other name is there. In that he is given this prayer. That shloka plus these shlokas.
Altar.
Altar flowers.
That was the name. Now it is not that name. Now the names may be hymns and prayers published by Advaita
Pavitrananda. Pavitrananda.
Ashrama.
This one mantra is 11 by 36 and another one?
Huh?
11 by 36 is one.
No, that one shloka Arjuna Anuminomi had said.
Which one? Number
18.
18.
Tamaksharam paramam veditavya. 18 plus 36 forward. Anyway. That was my favorite at the time.
So now till end, till 46, huh?
18.
18
Then 36 onward.
36 onward?
I don't know. I don't remember now.
No.
Because some shlokas are very particular, right? Whether they were also included. You have to see that book only now.
Okay.
But 36 onward, that I remember. Arjuna Uvacha Sthane Rishikesh Tava Prakirtya Jagat Prarashyati Anurajyate Cha Rakshamsi Bhitani Disho Dravanti Sarve Namasyanti Cha Siddha Sangha. Sthane. Sthane means it is quite fitting. That is the meaning of sthane. What is sthane? Oh, Rishikesha. Rishikesha means?
Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna.
How? What is the meaning of that word?
Kesh.
Where is Kesh here? Then what is Rishi? You have brought the topics of it. Distortions take place. The town which is called Rishikesh these days was Rishikesh. These days it starts with R, no? Rishikesh. Then Kesh is there. But the actual name of that town is Rishikesh. The main temple there is Bharat Mandir. Bharat is not that king or Rama's brother. Vishnu. He nourishes people, Bharan Poshan. So it's called Bharat. And the Jayakar there in that temple is Rishikesh Maharaj Bharat Ki Jai. So Rishikesh is identified with that Bharat name. Rishikesh Maharaj Bharat Ki Jai. Every day after Arti and all that, as we say, na, Jai Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. So that is the Jayakara there. And the temple was under, not under exactly, Tihiri Raja, Tihiri. That king had endowed the whole Rishikesh town to that temple. Understood? The rent, houses, shops, all had to pay rent to that committee, that trust, temple trust. After freedom, after independence, the Jamindari abolition bill passed. That time that went away, right? That right. But there was a big court case for many years. They said our name is not given in that list. In the Jamindari abolition bill, the bill is general, but particulars are given. These people, Jamindari gone. In that their name was not given. One of our Swami was fighting Vishuddhatmananda, private Swami, he had his ashrama on the ghat, on the bank. And he wanted to sell it. So after fighting up to Supreme Court, that much he could get, but not about the whole town that was going on. So many things are here. Government had given him a guard, a gunman, because the Bharat Mandir people wanted to kill him. Anyway, so I'm telling about that mandir. Now, the Triveni Ghat is there. So just above the Triveni Ghat, there is a small tank. And the Purana, that means stories can be built up anything. There the people will say, Rishis used to do tapasya, their hair grew so much, so Rishikesh. Rishikesh. But the name is Rishikesh, that we will find in the mandir. Anyway, so what is Rishikesh? I explained this because previously this name has gone many times. Harsha is one word. Harsha means joy. What brings joy to our personality?
Yeah.
Our indri. Hair, give up, please. There is no hair at all. Rishika, Isha. Rishika, Isha. No Kesha. That is that made up word, Rishi and Kesha. Original word is Rishika, Isha. And that derivation I am telling. Harsha means joy. What brings joy to us? Indriyas. So Rishika means Indriyas. Cause of joy. Rishika means Indriyas. And who is the master of all Indriyas?
Indra.
His own and all ours. That is Vishnu. So Rishikesha, same becomes Maharaj Bharat because he is nourishing us. Anyway, so Arjuna is telling, oh Rishikesha. Arjuna does not talk of hair of Krishna. Krishna has talked of Gudakesha. Arjuna is talking like master of the Indriya. Sthane, it is fitting that Tava Prakirtya, by your Kirti. Jagat, whole world, Prarushyati. The whole world is filled with joy by your Kirti. Anurajyate cha, and becomes intoxicated also due to your Kirti. Anurag. Love comes. Anurag made verb Anurajyate. Cha. Prarushyati, Anurajyate cha. And it is fitting, you can continue that, the demons become afraid and all directions they fly away, run away, Dravanti. And Siddha Sangha, the group of perfected people, Namasyanti, they salute you. All this you can take as Thane. It is fitting that. So seeing Kala and up till now all this, Arjuna is filled with devotion. And now he prays. But it gets full meaning if we join that shloka. Arjuna vacha sthane. Sthane means yuktam, fitting. Kim tat, what that? Tava prakirtya. Tvan mahatma kirtanena shrutena. Prakirtya has two sides. One who sings, one who hears. Both is called prakirtya. The singers and the hearers. Mahatma. He Rishikesha, yad jagat pravrishati, parashamupeti, sthane tad yuktam ityartha. So that world becomes pleased, happy by singing or listening to your kirti is fitting. Athava, one more meaning, Vishay Visheshanam Sthane iti. sthane need not take as adverb for a verb. It can be taken as Vishaya Visheshanam. Object is qualified. Adverb, that also is called adverb. An object is qualified. Vishaya Visheshanam. What is that object? Sthane iti yukto harshadi vishayo Bhagavan. So, Bhagavan is the object of joy, that also is fitting. Fitting either is kirti, listening and singing, or thinking of God itself is. So this sthane can be attached to object Bhagavan. Yata Ishvara Sarvatma Sarvabhuta Suruchaiti, because Ishvara is the Atman of all, it is the good-hearted friend of all. So they become joyful because of you and they love you, is sthane. Tatha anurajyate, anuragam cha upeti, love also grows. Tatya vishaye iti vakyayam. Tatya vishaye, that about that object, love also grows by kirti or Lord himself. Kimcha rakshansi bhitani bhayavishthani disho dravanti gachanti tatya sthane. And sthane can be attached to this also. That the demons run away is also fitting. Sarve namasyanti namaskurvanti cha siddha sangha siddhanam samudaya kapiladinam tatya sthane. So siddha means born perfect. Kapil is the name well known. So kapiladinam siddhanam. Om Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetra Ikapanaya Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gitamrita Duhe Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hare Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
Prapanna Parijataya Totravitraikapanaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gitamritaduhe Namaha.
যে ঘুম কঙ্কর যে জয় করে বলে কঙ্কর করে